Gone to the gym, yeah they toppin'. Go European, that's how toppin'. About to go down, take your top off. Ride through the street with the top off. Finna top off all these knockoffs.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are an OG subscriber, thank you again for watching. If you're new here, my name is Rina Danielle, and today we're going to be, it's going to be pretty much a first impressions of the Venus XL palette. We're going to be doing this look right here. I did start off with one eye just so that way you can see the really big difference between your eye shape, how big your eye looks compared to this one to this one. This is the one that I did with you guys on camera. If you follow this technique, you can make your eyes look so much bigger and wider and just more open. So if you want to go ahead and learn that technique, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so we are going to go in with the Venus Extra Large palette. It is the first one. It's not any of the other ones. The reason why I wanted to do this tutorial is because I know that these just went on sale at Ulta. All of the Venus palettes, so if you don't have your hands on them, go ahead and get them right now because they are a little bit discounted. So first we're going to go in, obviously I've done my left eye already because I haven't played with this palette yet. I wanted to see what kind of look I was going to do. So first we're going to go in with the shade Idolize. And I'm going to go in with this NYX brush. It doesn't have a name on it. It's literally just like their fluffy crease brush. So we're going to take Idolized. I did prime my eyelids with just my concealer. I used Fenty Beauty Concealer today. I'm going to dip in. Also, this palette is super dusty. So just be aware of that. But there's no fallout or anything. It's just really dusty in the pan. I personally don't care. I don't think it matters, just as long as I don't get fallout on my actual face. So I'm gonna blow that out all the way up to my eyebrow. If you guys have monolids like I do, look at how much bigger my eye looks with this technique. It looks like a regular eye compared to this. So this is a really good technique for you guys. Also, we have a little bit of an advantage too, because since we don't really have like a set crease, we're able to just pretty much fake it and make our own. So I'm just going to blend that all the way up because we're going to fake the crease pretty high. And then I'm also going to take it on my lower lash line as well. And again, you know, around here, we like to blow out our lower lash line. But it's up to you, girl. You go as low as you want. That's pretty much just like our starting out color, just so that way we can kind of warm up our eyelids a little bit. We don't want it too pigmented because, to be completely honest, it gets covered with the pink later. A Luxie 235 blending brush. This brush is really good for your guys' crease because it's pretty dense, but it's still fluffy. And I'm going to go in with the shade Burnt Gold. It's this one right here. And I'm just going to put that on the upper crease. And again, we're just building that color. And this one I'm doing in circular motions as well. For like our upper crease work, I always do circular motions. And then it's later when we're building the shape, that's when I just do windshield wiper motions. So that's fine right there. I'm also going to take this color and run it on my lower lash line as well. Like I said in my last tutorial, our brushes are just going to keep getting smaller and smaller. So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe M506 brush. This is like a lot of MUA's favorites, and it's for a good reason. This crease brush makes it super easy to make the shape. So now I'm going to go in with the shade Passion right here. And I'm gonna start building my crease color. Also guys, I don't know why, but Idolized, which is the first color that we went into, that one is super dusty. The rest of them are not. So it might just be the formula for that shade. And again, like I said, I'm just going in windshield wiper motions just because I'm building the shape that I want. And again, if you have monolids, when you're building the shape, go ahead and lift your eyebrows a little bit just so that way you can tighten the skin a little bit better. And just so that way it makes the shape a little smoother. That's it. So now we're gonna go in with an even smaller brush. And this one's gonna be the Makeup Shack T63. This is one of my favorite brushes to do cut creases with. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Triumph. And we're gonna take that, and just because it's a smaller brush, but this one's more dense, it's gonna build the color a little bit better. And you can be a little bit more precise because it's a smaller brush. And again, I'm starting off with windshield wiper motions because I'm still trying to build that shape. And now that I have the shape, I'm just gonna go in tiny, tiny circular motions just to blend it with the previous color that we did. I'm also gonna take that color and run that closer to my lower lash line. I also love this brush because it's so soft. On my lower lash line, I feel like I can't use too many brushes because if they're like scratchy, it makes my eyes water. Okay, so now that we have that down, we are going to cut the crease. Again, if you guys didn't see in my last video, I go more in depth as to why I do it this way, but we're gonna take the NC15 and W20, and it's just a little pencil like this. It's from MAC. And I'm going to push this into my socket and follow my socket. And that's it. That's literally the only thing that I do with this. I don't know why, but it gives me a really good guideline for the actual cut crease. Now I'm going to take my Shape Tape and this Morphe M421 brush. This is also super good for carving out cut creases because it's super small and flat. I put the majority of the product in the middle first, and then I spread it out just to give like a blank canvas. And now I'm going to pick up a little bit more, but mostly on the edge of the brush. I can't breathe or talk when I do this, so hold please. Now I'm going to go in with this tiny little Morphe brush. It's M326. And I'm going to go in with the shade Blank Canvas. It's just a white shade right here. And I'm going to just fill in my crease with this. This shade is actually super, super, I don't want to say pigmented because it's just a white shade, but it's so soft and not powdery whatsoever. If you saw my last tutorial with the Makeup Shack palette, the yellow that I had used on my eyelid was so powdery. It was like flying everywhere and it was so patchy. But this white shade is so nice, so soft. Now I'm going to go in with an even tinier brush. I told you guys, all the big brushes, throw them away. Throw them away, you don't need them. This is the Morphe M515. If you're like me and you like doing cut creases, you need this brush. This brush will take your cut crease level like to the next. Look at this. So I'm going to tell you a couple of mistakes right now. One, it's a little bit wider, and right here it's not as straight. So I'm going to go in with the shade Triumph and also with the shade Aphrodite. And I'm just going to dip into those two very softly. And I'm just going to take this little brush and run it very, very softly around the rim of the cut crease. And when you deposit the color with the brush, you guys, I'm telling you, very, very gently, because since it's such a small brush, it only holds like so much pigment. So you do have to kind of like work in sections. But if you go in too heavy-handed, you're going to get the mark from the brush. Trust me, been there, done that. Don't do it. Let me make these mistakes for you guys. So now after that, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Shack T63 brush again. And I'm just going to go in with the shade Triumph once again. And I'm going to just take that and very, very gently, very softly, I'm just going to go in circular motions just to blend out the harshness of the line. I'm going to go in with the Benefit Roller Lash Liner. Again, if you guys haven't found like your holy grail eyeliner, this is it. And I'm just going to do a wing. It's not going to be too big, but I do want it to be super sharp. Again, can't breathe or talk when I do this, so hold please. And that was with coffee. Good job. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with that tiny little Morphe brush that we used to apply the white blank canvas color. And I'm going to go in with the shade Aphrodite. It's going to be this one right here. And I'm just going to run that over the eyeliner. So now that we have this pretty pigmented, I'm going to go in with the shade Botticelli. I'm not too sure how to pronounce that one. But I'm going to take that one with the tiny little brush again. And I'm going to go and define the cut crease just a little bit with this darkest color, but just halfway. Now I'm just going to go over the top part of the eyeliner again with this, because since we deposited some colors, it could take away from the black. And that's it. Now we're going to go in with our mascara. Again, this mascara, it's just like a whatever mascara. Like I said, I use falsies, so I don't really care what mascara I use. Now I'm going to go in with my old house eyeliner. If you did not see my last video, this almost killed me. It is super old. I need eyeliner suggestions. My problem is that it runs on my lower lash line. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave them down below. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my House of Lashes lash glue. I use the black one because I feel like it blends in with the eyeliner better, obviously, because it's black. Sometimes with the clear one, it doesn't dry down all the way, and then you have like that really weird white residue. Again, these are the Tati lashes in the number 6. These are literally the only eyelashes that I use now. $12.99, get on the bandwagon. These are the ones that Mitchell uses too, by the way. So I'm going to let that dry for a second. I usually do this with tweezers because it's a lot easier, but I can't find mine. So that's it. Now I'm gonna go in with the same highlight that I used for my face, the Artist Couture Hot Damn. And I'm gonna just put that in the inner corner and also my eyebrow bone. If you do looks like this, you guys, do not skip this step. I kid you not, it makes a really big difference. Not really the brow bone part, but the inner corner highlight. Huge difference. Sorry. Anyways, now that my bottom lower, gosh dang, what are these called? Your eyelashes, your bottom eyelashes, is that how you would say it?
Yeah. Sure,
Okay,
sure.
Whatever guys. The bottom eyelashes that you have, okay? I'm gonna go back in with Idolized and this brush right here. And just because it's a little bit more dense, and I'm gonna just run that on the lowest part to blow it out even more. And I'm gonna take the color Passion, which is like that brightest pink right here. And I'm just gonna run that over the very outer portion of the crease. So I was just I was taking the Passion color and I was just putting that on the outermost edge just so that way we can give it a nice little blend. And then I went ahead and put Aphrodite, which is the darkest color, and I just put that closest to my lower lash line. Again, I do like all my finishing touches after everything is on my eye, because like I said, I underestimate how long everything is, the top eyelashes, the bottom eyelashes. I'm going to line my lips with the NYX Nude Truffle. This is a really great dupe for MAC Oak, but it's a little bit darker, which I like because it's a little bit darker and a little warmer. MAC Oak, since I have pretty pink lips, MAC Oak is a little bit too gray on me. But this is just a little bit deeper, so I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. And when I say line, I mean overline, okay? Okay, so I went ahead and lined my lips with that. Now I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna kind of stay with the pink theme. This is the new Maybelline Seductress Liquid Lip. These are the Super Stay Matte Ink. These are bomb, you guys. Like, these stay on all freaking day. But I will be honest, like at the end of the day, they get crusty as hell. So make sure that your freaking lips are moisturized. Because to be honest, like I can... And also, if you have dry lips, do not use this. Like, it really clings on to like all of your lines and dry patches. Usually, like, I'm okay with this for probably like half of the day, and then the other half of the day I throw on a lip gloss over it because it just gets, and I have like a lot of lines on my lips, so it kind of settles down into them. Okay guys, so about this palette, the ins and outs. This is the Venus Extra Large one, not the second one. The colors are amazing. The only dusty one that there was pretty much this Idolized shadow. I'm pretty sure it's just a different formula than the rest of them, but there was absolutely no fallout with any of these. They blended amazing. Every single one of the shades that I used today was super pigmented, including the white. So it is $58 on Ulta.com. I literally tried to get this at multiple Ultas. They did not have it anymore. So at Ulta, they do store to door. So you can order it and they will ship it straight to your house for free. And you can still use your points and coupons and things like that. And yeah, I really love this palette. I wasn't too sure at first because some of the shades look really similar. But I think it worked amazing, especially if you're a beginner, because when you look at this palette, there's only so many looks that you can do because it's pretty much the same color scheme throughout. But I feel like it makes it a little bit easier because no matter what shades you pair with what, it's gonna match. Okay guys, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Rina Danielle with 2 E's. The handle will be in the description box below. Go ahead and hashtag Rina Danielle with 2 E's as well. And if you're gonna recreate this look, go ahead and hashtag Rina D Venus. I will see you guys in the next video. If you have suggestions, go ahead and drop it down below. Bye!